Good morning. Welcome to Accelerate My Practice. So glad you could join us here today. We're going to huddle. Kind of in preview of football season. It's a little early for that, but you know what the heck.
Can we talk about how we use our huddle first with our team so people understand how we use it? Because every Monday we huddle with our team.
Sure.
Even though our team is across the nation.
And yes, we do. We huddle every single Monday morning. It's a 10, it's run long where it can get to 15, 20 minutes if people are chatty. But the idea is a 10-minute huddle. And what we do with ours, we do it all via video conference so we can see each other's faces and interact with each other, which is a lot of fun because then we can put mustaches on each other's faces and do all kinds of goofy things. But for us, it always starts with who's got a success story to share from last week. What success can we share, be excited about, revel in? Because with us being all over the place, we don't always get to share these things. And obviously being in an office, you don't have that issue. So we always start with who's got an amazing success story to share. And then the other idea for us being is, hey, who's got a challenge that they're going to face this week that we can collectively help each other with? Not something where it can become a complaint session by any means, but what things can we help each other with since we have this massive group of people who all have great ideas. So what can we do to help each other out? There's a few things that I see from a huddle perspective for a dental office. And I've sat through lots and lots and lots of huddles.
Yep.
In fact, I never let new clients see this show until we've seen their huddle because I want to catch them. Because I have to provide value, got to do something different. So it's interesting. I literally sat through one huddle in an office in Midwestern U.S. And the hygienist went through the schedule and was literally reading, we're going to do x-rays, bite wings exam, and prophy.
And the biggest thing is if you can read it right off the schedule, if anybody can read it, there's no need to present that information in the huddle. However, things you want to look at presenting could be, do they have family members that need to be scheduled? Do they have an outstanding balance that's due? Is there treatment that was presented to them maybe last time that they didn't accept? And maybe are there changes to that treatment? What else am I missing here? I know there's a whole slew of things I'm missing.
The real big one being is what do we know about the patient?
Yes.
What do we know? How can we build a relationship to where we have massive amounts of credibility between us? And I think the huddle's the key because it's the setup. It's the setup to the whole day. It's the setup to all of our interaction with our patients. It's the setup to everything. It's kind of like the football team going to practice. To me, the huddle is like the football team doing, two-a-days and practicing and preparing for what all it is they're going to do. And obviously you do that in other forms as well. But when it comes to interacting with our patients, the huddle's it. So that 10 minutes is a wildly, wildly powerful time that if used appropriately has a significant impact on the practice. If not used appropriately, is a waste of time.
How can we make this huddle effective for the whole team so everybody wants to show up to this?
And I don't want it to be one person running the whole huddle. Anyone who sat in on ours, I'm not running the whole thing. I might be facilitating it, but I'm getting everybody else involved. So what I think should happen is each person should go through their own column of patients. And then anyone else in the office that knows something about that patient, especially something on a personal level, because we saw them at the grocery store, chime in and note it. And so we're all taking notes on, I know Shar that she just got married. She's coming up on her anniversary not too long. So maybe we should ask her if she's killed him yet and find out if they're still happily married.
Very happy.
and what can we do? Just asking that question and caring has a massive impact. And if we happen to know that there's some struggles and strife going on, recommend a resource, recommend a book, something that trivial that has nothing to do with the appointment. That adds huge, huge value. Tony Robbins is famous for saying, if you've ever been through one of his programs, the key to success in life and business is add more value than anybody else.
It does help whenever you're building up that type of rapport. And where do you capture that information is right there in the huddle. That information is being transferred to the front office so they can congratulate them if something great happened in their life, big major life event. Even whenever the assistant or hygienist is taking them back, they can talk to them about a major life event or something great. The doctor's hearing about it. So if you think about it, you walk in and you're making that patient feel like a little mini celebrity in your office because they know what's going on. They know what's happening. I actually just had this happen to me last weekend where I went in for pedicure. So sorry, dentist, but I went in for a pedicure, but my sister-in-law set it up for me. I walked in to the salon and they were all asking who's Shar. One person asked who Shar. Down the row, another lady asked who Shar was, and I felt great. I felt so comfortable going in there. I felt like a little celebrity because everybody was asking who I was. But what happens is just that little small simple thing, even if you guys are doing that in your office, goes such a long way with your patients. Now, whenever I head back to Albuquerque, I plan on getting pedicures there to the same place because they know who I am. They open themselves up to me, and they're very personable. And to me, it's worth it to go back there.
You know, you bring up another good point is we should identify in the schedule who our VIPs are.
Absolutely.
Anyone we've done a full mouth on or a big case, however you want to define that as, we need to define them as a VIP, have them very, very clearly identified, and make certain that person's not sitting in the waiting room. Make certain that, you know, we all go above and beyond to take good care of them. Not that we don't want to, you know, take good care of everybody, but someone who gives us a great deal of money, we want to make sure and keep them happy because, again, who do they have for friends? Other people who have money and might want elective services, big cases. So I think it's important for us to identify those VIP people, and maybe I didn't do a full mouth, but maybe I refer you a lot of patients. Take good care of me. So whoever those VIPs are, define them as you want, know who they are in the schedule for sure, and be very, very clear about, let's do something special for that person.
We have a team huddle sheet agenda that you can pick and choose from to make your meetings so effective. So if your excuse is, we just don't know how to make them effective, talk to your coach because we've got the answer for you. Another item that comes up is timing, right? We don't know when's a good time for us to do a huddle. We just all can't seem to get together on the same page to meet with each other. There are times when you can do it first thing in the morning. You can even do it over your lunch hour. I have an office that does that now where they meet for the next day during the lunch the day before. You can do it at the end of the day. So there's plenty of opportunity to look at what's going to work best. And the thing that's going to make this effective is being consistent and sticking with that time and date that you guys set.
Whether it's for your patient, your practice, or for your team, we shouldn't forget any one of them, or yourself for that matter. Everything we can do to help drive accountability and preparation for whatever it is we're working on, I think will have a huge, huge impact.
Absolutely.
Wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
What if you could have the practice of your dreams? What's holding you back? Imagine a life where you have everything you ever wanted.